Boy one.
Boy.
The wind was a torrent of darkness among the gusty trees. The moon was a ghostly galleon tossed upon glass seas.
The road was a ribbon of moonlight over the purple.
No, just regular voice. The road was a ribbon of moonlight over the purple moor. Okay, just do it.
Just do it.
Okay, one more
The
time.
road was a
Ribbon
of
of
moonlight over the purple moor.
The
highwaymen came riding, riding, riding. The highwaymen came riding
up to the old inn
door.
He'd a French cocked hat on his forehead, a bunch of lace at his chin, a coat of the claret velvet, and breeches of brown doe skin.
They fitted with never a wrinkle, his boots were up to the thigh.
And he rode with a jeweled twinkle, his pistol butts a twinkle, his rapier hilt a twinkle under the jeweled sky. Okay, Oliver, you can't be in this if you can't sit still. Okay, no, Liam, go ahead.
Over the cobbles.
Just do a regular voice until you're doing his actual voice.
And tapped with his whip on the shutters. But
All
all
was locked and
barred.
barred. Oliver,
He whispered
Owen,
to,
I'm sorry.
to the window, and who should be waiting there? But the
But the
landlord's
landlord's
black-eyed daughter.
Bess, the landlord's daughter,
Plaiting a dark red love knot to her long black hair. Drop the accent. Okay, Owen,
Shut up.
you can do. The only time I want you to hear an accent is when you're doing the lines of the robber.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the voices have to be the same. Okay, go ahead, Owen.
And the dark and the old
And dark in the dark old inn yard.
and dark in the dark old inn.
Inn
A
yard.
stable with creeks.
Wicket creaked. Shh. Owen, Oliver, you can't be in this if you can't sit still
Where
and.
Tim the ostler listened, his face was white and peaked. His eyes were hollows of red.
Of madness.
This thing isn't printed right.
Okay, go ahead. Hollows of madness. His hair like moldy hay. All the boys. But he loved the landlord's daughter, the landlord's red-lipped daughter. Dumb as a dog he listened, and he heard the robbers say, now you may use your accent.
When Keith met Bonnie's sweetheart, and after it passed the night, that I shall be back with the yellow gold before the morning light. Yet if they press me sharply and harrying me there through the day, then look for me by moonlight, watch for me by moonlight. I'll come to thee by moonlight, though hell should bar thy way.
He rose upright in the stirrups.
He
He scarce could reach her hair, but
She
she
loosened her hair
hair
in the
out
casement.
of the casement. His face burned like a brand.
As the black cascade of perfume came tumbling over his breast,
And he kissed its, Katie and Christina, and he kissed its waves in the moonlight. Oh, sweet black waves in the moonlight. Boys,
Then
he tugged at his rein in the moonlight and galloped away to the west. Make sure you don't use your accent on the boys, because then we don't know when you're the highwayman.
Shit.
Yeah, we
Okay,
don't know when you're happy.
boy one, Owen.
Whoa, what page are we on?
Oh, you
just
were.
flipped the
He did not come in the dawn. He did not come in there.
Christina, you need.
All the time
Christina, hold your script like this.
He did.
Okay,
When the road
start.
was a gypsy river.
Okay, Owen, let's hear you.
He did not come in the dawning. He did not come at noon. And out to the tawny sunset before the rise of the moon.
When the road. Well, Oliver, this is yours.
Oh.
When the road
road
was a
tree
gypsy
came.
ribbon,
looping,
the purple moor.
looping the purple moor.
Boys, a redcoat troop came marching, marching, marching. King George's men came marching up to the old inn door.
He just.
They said no word to the landlord. They
No.
drank his ale instead.
No,
But they gagged
The
his daughter and bound her to the foot of her narrow bed.
Oliver, no, you gotta drop your accent.
Knelt at her
Casement
casement
with
with the
muskets
at their
their
side.
side. There was death, girls.
There was
Death at every window, and hell at one dark window. For Bess could see through the casement the road that he would ride.
They had tied her up to attention with many a sniggering jest. They had bounded a musket beside her with the barrel beneath her breast.
I like this.
Now keep good watch. And they kissed her.
She heard the dead man say,
Now your
Look for
accent.
me by moonlight. Watch for me by moonlight. I'll come to thee by moonlight. Though hell should bar thy way.
She twisted her hands behind her, but all the knots held good. She writhed her hands till her fingers were wet with sweat or blood.
They stretched and strained in the darkness, and the owls crawled by.
Till now, on the stroke of midnight,
Cold on the stroke of midnight, the tip of one finger touched it. The trigger at least was hers. Oh, the tip of one finger touched it.
in character. The tip of one.
Okay. The tip of one finger touched it. She strove no more for the rest. Up she stood to attention with the barrel beneath her breast.
She would not risk their hearing.
Be
She would
serious.
not strive again.
For the road lay bare in the moonlight, blank and bare in the moonlight, and the blood of her veins in the moonlight throbbed to her last refrain.
Talat, 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 talat. Had they heard it? The horse hooves ringing clear. Talat, 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 talat in the distance. Were they deaf that he did not
But they
hear?
did not hear.
Were they deaf that they did not hear?
Everybody.
Down the ribbon of moonlight,
over the brow of the hill, the highwaymen came riding, riding, riding. The redcoats looked to their priming. She stood up straight and still. How about if Kate said she stood up straight and still? Oh, did that alone. Could you guys remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go from the highwaymen came riding. The highwaymen came riding, riding, riding. The redcoats looked to their priming.
She stood up straight and still.
Yes.
Looks
Talat,
stupid.
talat in the frosty silence. Talat, talat in the echoing night.
Nearer he came and nearer. Her face was like a light. Her eyes grew wide for a moment. She drew one last deep breath. Then her finger moved in the moonlight.
Her musket shattered in the moonlight.
Shattered the
Shattered her
moonlight.
breast.
Shattered in the moonlight.
Shattered her breast in the moonlight and warned him with her death.
Okay, can I give? I want Christina to say. Then her finger moved in the moonlight. Her musket shattered the moonlight. We'll sound more balanced. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Take that stanza one more.
Okay, stand up one more time.
So do this.
Stands on.
Okay. Do you need your green or your pink now,
Oh,
Christina?
pinky.
Okay.
Pinky.
Okay. Just add that line. Let's do talat
Grandma,
talat.
you know you're recording this.
I know. Okay, I have to hear my direction too. Okay.
Talat, talat in the frosty silence. Talat, talat in the echoing night.
Nearer he came and nearer. Her face was like a light. Her eyes grew wide for a moment. She drew one last deep breath.
Then her fingers moved in the moonlight. Her musket shattered in the moonlight.
Shattered her breast in the moonlight and warned
Tim,
him
pause.
With
with
her.
her
death.
death.
I want you to say with her.
Okay,
death.
okay.
Everybody.
With her death.
Shattered her breast in the moonlight. From there.
Shattered her breast in the moonlight and
and
warned
warned him
him
with
with
her
her
death.
death.
He turned, he spurred to the westward. He did not know who stood, bowed with her head o'er the musket, drenched with her own red blood.
Not till the dawn he heard it, and slowly blanched to hear how best the landlord's daughter, the landlord's black-eyed daughter, had watched for her love in the moonlight and died in the darkness there.
I'm going Bob Dylan. Back to spur like mad. Moonlight road, smoking behind her. Brave, fine. My brother was spurred like a golden noon. Wine red was his velvet coat.
Everybody.
When
When
they
they
shot
shot
him
him down
the highway,
Down
down
down like a dog on the highway, and he lay in his blood on the highway, with a bunch of lace at his throat.
And still of a winter,
And still a
Winter's night, they
they
say,
say, when the wind is in the trees,
and the
moon
road
is a ghostly galleon tossed upon the cloudy seas. When the road is a ribbon of moonlight over the purple moor.
The
highwayman comes riding, riding, riding. A highwayman comes riding up to the old inn door.
Oh no, is that you?
And Owen and Liam, over the cobbles.
Over the cobbles he clatters, and clangs in a dark inn yard, and he taps with his whip on the shutters, but all is locked and barred. He whistles a tune to the window, and who should be waiting there?
But the landlord's black-eyed daughter, Bess, the landlord's daughter, plaiting a dark red love knot into her long black hair.
Now when you're doing choral, Beagle, huh? When you're doing choral reading, what you want